I'm recording this video on 8th of May 2026. Something unique happened yesterday, and I thought I must record this and timestamp. Around exactly this time, 4 years back, I had my heart attack and I had two stents put in there by a cardiologist who has been with me for the last 4 years. I met with him yesterday as my once in a 3 month meeting I have with him just to exchange notes of how things are going. And I had a specific objective to talk to him about. As per the medical directions or his license, which he has as a cardiologist, he is supposed to give me cholesterol reducing medication for someone who has had a heart attack, and also should be giving me blood thinners as a precaution of preventing from another heart attack. Always, when I meet him, I ask him the efficacy of these medications, which I'm supposed to take, especially the PCSK9 injections, which he wants me to take, but I was not taking. This time, I really put my foot down and asked him the scientific question and wanted his view about it. So let's go into the science of this. When the body has lost its metabolic flexibility, which means that it is not able to burn fat at steady state, and fat starts getting accumulated in the liver then packages out that fat, which is basically cholesterol, as VLDL and LDL, and then you see your LDL going up, and you're supposed to have statins to reduce that, or PCSK9 injections to reduce that. But the other thing which happens is that you inevitably also have insulin resistance with that, which then oxidizes that LDL, which makes it more dangerous. And with the insulin resistance inflammation, you have your endothelial layer in your arteries getting damaged, and that's where plaque forms. So the use of statins or PCSK9 is preventive, but it does not stop the root cause of what is causing the plaque. So from his direction, it is right to actually tell me to take PCSK9. But my situation is quite different. Since for almost 2 years, I have moved to ketogenic diet, which predominantly was to stop the root cause of all my problems, which is insulin resistance. So ketogenic diet actually switches from fueling with carbs to fueling with fat. When you fuel with fat, you don't need insulin to push the fat into the cells for oxidation to create energy. So your insulin actually comes down, and with that comes down inflammation, with that comes down a lot of oxidative stress. But what happens as a result of that is that the liver starts doing its core function, which is basically transporting fat in the normal biological way. And to do that, what the liver does is packages the fat, the lipids, in LDL, and then the LDL becomes large, buoyant LDL to actually transport the lipids to all the cells where the cells are able to use them for energy. And that's the normal process the body works. Now, these large, buoyant LDL do not cause plaque. It's mostly the smaller, dense LDL which is causing the plaque. So, what I have seen after going ketogenic, my plaque hasn't progressed at all. In fact, it has receded, and there's no plaque formed around my stents. So it gave me confidence that whatever I'm doing was correct. Going back to the conversation with my doctor, it was pretty logical to say that given what is happening, my LDL is supposed to be high because that is what is required for the fat to be transported. So taking the PCSK9 is futile because it is actually reducing the LDL and not allowing the body to do its normal biological job to transport the fat to the rest of my body. I was fortunate to know that the doctor got that, and he said, yeah, it makes sense that it doesn't. But then I told him, listen, doctor, I want your help in a different direction because your treatment is actually designed to prevent me from a heart attack. I am not worried about heart attack at all. I'm on the other end of it. I want you to help me to see how good my arteries are becoming and to benchmark them, and then to see whether anything is happening there. And if something is happening, then help me find out the way of actually reversing that and improving it further through my lifestyle, through my nutrition, and also through various supplements, cofactors, which I can take that improves my function. He was so excited about that opportunity to do that. He also got recruited into getting himself certified as a functional health practitioner. And I then guided him to get the right certification. So, my MD cardiologist is becoming a certified functional health professional and my guide in functional health. So it's a very exciting time for me that I have someone who has seen inside my arteries, has done the stents, has been my cardiologist for the last 4 years, is now my functional health guide for me, and will help me in my journey of health and longevity and functional health. I thought I'll share this with you, and it's an exciting moment for me. Thank you for listening.